It was Christmas Eve. The snow outside fell calmly, contrasted by the fireplace that warmed the house. Even though it wasn't Christmas Day, the Powerpuff Girls were eager for their presents. Their father, Professor Square, had gone out of town for a business trip. However, his cousin, Bill Nye the Science Guy, was there to keep watch over them. He decided he'd let the girls open their presents early. Bill Nye was pleased with himself. The girls seemed to have taken a liking to him for allowing them to open their presents early. How far would they go? Bill Nye muttered to himself. He eyed their large heads lustfully. Their small feet made him sweat, and their young, blissful innocence got him all hot and bothered. "What's wrong, Bill Nye the Science Guy?" asked Blossom. All three of the girls had stopped unwrapping their gifts to look at him curiously. "Oh, nothing, girls," Bill Nye remarked. "Are you sure?" Buttercup asked suspiciously. Bill Nye smirked. "Consider the following. If I wasn't all right, why would I be so happy to give you three a surprise present?" Bill Nye pulled out an extra medium-sized present box, placed it on his lap. This made the girls completely forget about what they had been asking him. They all became very excited. Bill Nye was tense. Would this trick of his really work? Bubbles unwrapped the ribbon from the present box slowly and lustfully. Buttercup took the top off the box with finesse and sexiness. Blossom unearthed the package with even more risque adjectives to accompany the action. The three little girls gasped as the present that beheld them. They were drawn in a trance, and soon Bill Nye would have his way with them, regardless if they wanted or not. The lights went out. One day later, Professor Square came home from his business trip, just in time for Christmas. But when he entered the house, he gasped. There was a white substance of some kind all over the walls and ceiling, and the gift had been opened. The three girls lay on the floor all covered in the substance. They didn't appear to be harmed, though. Bill Nye the Science Guy suddenly emerged from the shadows. "What have you done to them, Bill Nye the Science Guy? I thought I could trust you!" "I did what I've been lusting to do for years," Bill Nye explained. The present in the box was actually a time bomb filled with crud-smelling snow. When it exploded, it took the electricity with it. Bill Nye had been dying to see the effects of his bomb for years, and now that he knew it could harm even superpowered beings, there was nothing stopping him from becoming the ultimate life form. At this point, Santa Claus burst through the ceiling. Bill Nye the Science Guy smirked. "What are you gonna do?" Santa Claus pointed his gun at Bill Nye the Science Guy. "I'll shoot if I have to." Bill Nye began to glow with an aura that radiated pure evil, and his eyes turned completely white. "You and what army?" Suddenly, many elves burst through the ceiling, and it all began to fight Bill Nye. He would constantly throw them off of him, killing them, only to have even more elves overpower him. Soon, his entire body was covered in elves, and when they dispersed, his body was gone. Professor Square fell to his knees and cried. His daughter's gone. His cousin gone. His house ruined. Santa kneeled beside him and did the rational thing one person could say to comfort someone. "Dick Anus," replied Santa Claus. He burst back up through the ceiling, followed by his elves. The end.